How's that Hoovy doing? Hey, good morning, everybody. Not everybody's ready to wake up yet today. This is Hoover here at Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida. Good morning, everybody. This is a new spot for him. You don't usually see him. He's not in any of his dens or under his platform. He's just hanging out. Good morning, everybody. Just having a little zen moment with Hoover. All my regulars joining. Most of you probably were watching yesterday or have watched the repeats of our Medical Monday. It was all about the rehab bobs yesterday. We have Flint, who is a new 13-week-old bobcat that had been grabbed by hunting dogs. Everybody saw Cinder and Ash have a very intense play date. Hi, are you looking at me finally? Yeah, recognizing that I'm here. And so we did separate Cinder for a while yesterday. She was in the recovery hospital, let her cool down and calm down. And then Jamie did take her back out. She's been outside since yesterday afternoon. She's just a whole enclosure away from him at the moment, but I believe the plan is to put them back together today. Wow, thank you to the 3 people that have donated already. Just making money in your sleep, Hoover. So this is Hoover. His nest cam is still pointed in the opposite direction of everywhere he's hanging out, so. Flint has a nest cam, and Ash and Cinder have their Explore cameras, so you can check in with them anytime if anybody wants to post those links. I pretty much was up on and off all night long watching Flint on his camera. I saw some playing, and he ate his food, got some drinks of water, did a little rearranging of some of the things in his recovery cage. I heard some purring from him, but I still don't see him up actually moving and using all 4 legs at the moment. But he's also got some powerful antibiotics and pain meds and all that good stuff going on. Yeah, this is Hoover saying he's not ready to be awake yet this morning. Yeah, I wasn't even actually going to start with Hoover. I was going to go up front. Today is Zukari's 4th birthday, and yesterday was Mrs. Claus's 4th birthday, and they're near each other up front. But when I came by and saw Hoover just laying out here in all his glory, I decided to stop and start with him. Thanks to everybody that is donating and sharing. All right, Hoovy. As soon as I stop talking, that's when his ears start moving. He's like, did she leave yet? Is she gone? Did she go away? Yes, Hoover's the closest to my office. I work out at the party house, so you go through the outback gate just past where all that white light is where my office is. That's where Carol and Jamie and I and Jen all have our offices out there. It's also like our staff meeting space and parties and all that fun stuff happen out there. Amanda is right next door. Let's see. I think she's already been set up for breakfast, which means that her lockout door should be down. And we do a double door system with Amanda. So we'll see if we see her. Thank you so much for the donations, and thank you to everybody who donated yesterday. There she is. Hi, lady. I'm behind the barricade, and I usually don't do this, but I'm already back here for Hoover, so we'll see how this goes. Hi. That's a nice chuff. Wow. I know. Almost at breakfast time. Good job, lady. So this is Amanda.
Small cats are done. We're just having trouble getting the system moved.
So they're still walking out the small cats. Where are you going, Mandy? Panda girl. I'm staying in the same spot. If you start following her, she gets a little irritated, so we'll see. Marie just pulled up. Marie is doing morning meds, plus she's probably feeding out here. Thank you for being so sweet. Really appreciate it. What a good girl. Whoa, whoa. Grumble, grumbles. Grumble, grumbles. If any of you guys are brand new to us, let us know in the comments if this is the first time you're watching one of our lives. Kind of just got started. We've seen Hoover all sleepy. He kind of looks like he was doing his normal morning walkabout, waiting on his meds and breakfast, and then got tuckered out and laid down. Now we're here with Miss Amanda. I know, my goodness. Yeah, Mirza, I'm so glad that Marie is, sharing all those videos. Marie, for years, I mean, she's been out here for over 15 years, has just always taken the best photos and videos, and she includes a lot of stuff with the keepers, and we really only ever saw it on her personal page or sometimes in the group. She wasn't very active in that for a long time, but once Luana got her to start sending all that stuff in for the exclusive supporter stuff, now she's on a roll, and I'm so glad all that stuff's being shared. That's always been my thing from day one. When I was certified and I had put in the time and training and energy to be able to come back and take photos and videos of the cats, when I wasn't volunteering, I was like, I can't just keep this to myself. I need to share these with everybody. Aw, thanks Lisa for joining us. So this is Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida. We're an accredited sanctuary. We don't do any buying, selling, trading, breeding, or touching. We promise to care for these cats for the rest of their lives. So there goes Marie. Marie's feeding Sapphire next door. We have just under 60 residents, permanent residents. And right now we have 3 rehab Bobcats. They're native Florida Bobcats that we rehab for release back in the wild. Usually have been orphaned or injured. You can see how excited she's getting, so I'm definitely not getting any closer now that there's food involved. All right, we'll go back out, hop on my cart, still try to go see Zukari and Mrs. We all know how it worked out with Kali. Kali Tiger was supposed to go up to the Tiger Lake enclosure, and I'm happy how it worked out because I actually didn't want Kali up there. I really wanted it to be Priya because I thought she'd be the most active both on the camera and by food prep for the volunteers. That's one of the probably the hardest things that us volunteers had to accept after losing Seth, because Seth was literally our official greeter. You could always guarantee that when you pulled up, he'd be there chuffing at you. So there's Kali. Kali decided that it was just not worth going in that transport cage. So Miss Priya went. Hi, Kali. You enjoy breakfast. I'm not getting any closer. And so Priya went up on Friday and has been having a blast, and she makes appearances on all the cameras, and I think it worked out really, really well. I believe I heard that, yeah, even compared to Jasmine, I still thought Priya would have been the best choice to go to Tiger Lake. But I'm happy, I think, to hear that, and again, none of this is set in stone. You guys can't ever take things I say, you know, so seriously that when it doesn't happen, you're disappointed, because we're on cat time here. So again, our plan was Kali to go, but she said no, and we respected that, so Priya went. But I believe Kali is gonna go back over in the enclosures next to Keisha. And Keisha and Kali were good friends, so that was very good. And I believe Jasmine is gonna stay in the enclosures where Kali and Priya were. And rumor has it the Sapphire might also move over into those big enclosures. And then Amanda and Hoover will have all of Outback. So, but you know, again, things change. So this is Kali. Kali is just in her feeding lockout. She's currently on our vacation rotation, which I kind of passed by. You see all that out there with all those big platforms and toys. That is our vacation rotation, 2.5 acres. She's just in her roof section having breakfast. She got some big pieces of red. So we can call them into these little boxes and they eat breakfast off that slab. They get fresh water. We can close them in and out of that so that we stay safe. You guys might hear an Amanda roar in a minute. Looks like Marie is heading back towards her with food. You see that camera right there to the side of her that's all camouflaged. That is an Explore camera. You can go to bigcatcams.com and watch many of our cameras 24/7. Yeah, Kali's too busy eating to chuff at us right now. We do feed once a day in the morning, unless it's an older cat or a cat that takes medications and needs multiple diets with that. And it kind of depends on the actual species, age, and even the personality of the cat as to how much food they get each day. But Kali here eats between 10 and 12 pounds a day. And they're carnivores, so it's all raw meat. I see a bunch of people asking about the new residents coming. There's no update on that. I assure you, the moment we have updates, you all will know, but there's been no changes. We believe August might be the earliest we see them. And it's 3 boys, Max, Simba, and Kimba. They'll each live separately, and yes, we already have all their enclosures figured out, and we're building swimming pools. We did a fundraiser to raise the funds for that, and now it's just construction time. Good job, lady. You're even getting the bits off the bar. If you guys are just joining, well, Amanda only gave her a little bit of a rough. So if you're just joining, we started out with Hoover. We got a little bit of Amanda chuffs, and then we walked over here to Kali. There she goes. All right, and Miss Jasmine is right across the street here. I did update everybody on the Bobcats from yesterday. So if you ever come in the middle or the end of a feed, hi, this is Jasmine. Oh my. You can always rewatch. These post automatically right on our Facebook page, and they also post at dailybigcat.com, and they also post at facebook.com/wildcatwalkabout. This is Jazzy Girl. Jazzy Pants. So you were facing me, and now that I'm here, you're looking away. Thank you. Thanks for that. I brought my mom and sister and my 5-year-old niece and then some of their friends from South Carolina on a tour Sunday. And it was a hot day, of course, and a lot of the cats weren't coming out and about because I didn't have treats and food. But you can always count on Jasmine. So, of course, my niece Sam walked away with Jasmine being her absolute favorite. Where are you going now? All right. So let's go back to our original plan. Today's Zukari's 4th birthday, and yesterday was Mrs. Claus's 4th birthday. And so let's go say hello to them. So we've already seen some tigers. We'll go see some of our smaller wildcat residents. We're just gonna take a little drive for a second. They are all the way on the other end of the sanctuary. There's your view, Deb. What you doing? Hi, sir. No, I didn't bring the food. Just me. Where are you going? Cyrus, where are you going? Where's that Cyrus going? Cyrus is a caracal. No, Jacqueline, we get asked that constantly. That should probably become part of our top 5 questions. No, we don't have an alligator issue here. We have a man-made, self-contained lake on property, and our entire property is surrounded by a very tall concrete wall. And so we don't have issues with that. All right, he's out of here. He's ready to see you. So Fred is feeding the back route, so he'll feed Cyrus. Yeah, Cyrus's personality definitely did change a little bit when we moved him. I think it's because he has so much more space even, that he's very like sensory overload. There we go, there's the lake view, but solar panels are what run the pools and ponds and all the tiger enclosures. So let's go see our birthday cats, and then we'll see how much time we've got left. Oh, Tutters! What? Hi, good morning, sir. Wow, I know, they're coming. This is King Tut, he's a Savannah cat. Our Savannahs are very, very chatty. You're so noisy. How handsome you are. Look at that handsome man. Are you eating grass too? It's a Savannah thing. I know. I didn't bring any snacks, I'm sorry. So sorry. I'm pretty sure the next person you see is gonna have all the food. Okay, sir? So cute. He's a meds cat too, so pretty much the meds person now is who feeds Tut, because we've got to get the meds in him first and then get his food to him. Alright, so we've got Apollo here. Let's try to see Mrs. since yesterday was her 4th birthday. Hi, Apollo! Hi, sir! Good morning. I know. So Apollo's a Siberian lynx. He goes back to some of the original fur farm rescues from the 90s. He was born in 1997, so he's a very old man. He does have arthritis. He is officially a meds cat, so he is getting medications for that. Seem to be helping. There's Mrs. Hi, Miss. Hi, cute girl. You gonna let us talk to you for a minute? Let's see. Sorry, I'm gonna have to spin around with this gate real quick. Where's that cute little Miss? So yesterday was her 4th birthday. You can learn all about these cats at their bio pages. Mrs. was actually brought in with Mr. Claus, who was able to be released, but unfortunately Mrs. wanted to become friends with her food, and we're pretty sure has some neurological issues, and because of that she was not releasable, so she became a permanent resident. Cutie pies, look how cute you are. Was it your birthday yesterday? Oh, yes it was. You was the birthday girl. Mrs. and Nabisco, I know, are my operant cats. And every time I come out, I get a different reaction out of this one. No consistency. I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, your mama will come soon with food. Every time I come out, I get a different reaction from you, lady. There's one day I came out with treats for her, and you know, all the other cats immediately, they know treat time. They come right over. They're very, very excited, you know, to get their snacks. And instead she ran away from me and ran up that tree. And I was like, well, that was the opposite of what the session was supposed to be about. And then the next time I came out, she ran right over and did perfect downs and didn't growl at me once. And so she's a little all over the place. Where'd you go? You climbing that tree again? No, just sitting on the other side of it. Hi! What you doing, Sneaky? What are you doing, Sneaky? Yep, we are open every day of the week except for Thursdays. That's our project day and moving cat day. We move cats around every 2 weeks, or now once a month for vacation rotation, but we have 2 very large enclosures that the cats rotate in and out of. But we do feeding tours, keeper tours, kids tours, private tours, photo tours, all that good stuff. She's just playing hide and seek with me. All right, I'm gonna take the hint. At least you guys got a really good view of her. A lot of times she'll just run and hide. Cindy and Kate and Mike are here to feed. He's ready. He told me all about it. It's like, I'll show you. I'll show you where you go. Let me slide out of your way.
Oops, sorry.
Uh-huh. All right, let's go down and see Zukari since it's his birthday. Oh, there she goes again, sneakins. She is smart enough to know that usually the regular feeding route doesn't feed her. Mrs. Claus and Nabisco are on Jamie's feeding route. Hi, Gilly. This is Gilligan. Are you so ready? Hoo! Hoo, Gilligan! Very rarely he'll answer me back, and it's like, it gives me chills. It's so cute. All right, so Zukari is Gilligan's neighbor, so we're just almost there. Zukari is an African serval. Actually came in with Cyrus, who you saw earlier. Cyrus and Chaos are caracals. They'd been all housed together in Ohio as part of the pet breeding trade. Hi, cute boy. All right, let me get back here. Here we go. Let me adjust the camera. Good morning. Yeah. This is Zukari. Hi, birthday boy. You smelling me for food? Yeah, you don't have food, lady. You don't have food, lady. So you can see how his lockout door is down. This is his feeding lockout, similar to what Khalid had. There's a stone in there. There's water bowls. And we close that door until the feeders get down here, and then they open the door and let him in once the food is safely in there, because he's a little bit crazy at breakfast. Oh, you're a little shadowed there, silly. He can get all the way up there and then get a real good view of when the feeders are coming. So Zukari is 4 years old today. Oh, there we go. Oh, look at that cute face. Look at that cute face. Generally, when they have a birthday, yes, we try to come out and either give them enrichment, but he's on the naughty list for enrichment too, which means he can't have paper enrichment, but he can get sickles and loose spice and all that kind of stuff, and then he can also have operant treats. Where is he going now? There he is. Cutie pies. Well, if you guys joined in late, we started with Hoover and Amanda, Khalid, Jasmine. We saw Cyrus for a second. We saw King Tut for a second. Apollo, Mrs. Claus, little shot of Gilligan. And now we're here with Zukari. So the naughty cat lists, there's a lockout list, which again, so Cougars and larger, it doesn't matter who the cat is, we close all the feeding lockouts. Cougars and smaller, which would be like basically the Lynx and smaller, if they're aggressive, like super aggressive, like sticking their arms and head and face out of the enclosures at feeding time, then they become a lockout cat. The naughty list for enrichment is if we hand out paper items, we hand out paper bags and cardboard tubes. They can play with them, they can shred them, they can tear them up to a million pieces, it's totally fine. But if they eat the paper, if they ingest it in any way, they are put on a naughty list where they can no longer have paper enrichment. So we can still give them like all the same spices, catnip, you know, any of that kind of stuff. We just don't put it in anything. We just toss it in all by itself. So Zukari's naughty all around. He's young. He is only a 4-year-old serval, but he gets just a little bit too excited. A little bit too excited. That's okay though. All right, so we skipped Frankie. Let's see if we can walk back over. I think they're feeding him right now, but that's where we're going to end. So again, you guys can rewatch these at any time. They'll post right after I am done. They'll upload. So it looks like we've got an intern in training, so I'm not gonna walk over and make anybody super nervous. Gilligan's right in the middle of those ferns with his breakfast. Don't want to distract him either. All right, let's go back to Zukari. Actually, let's look right across the street from Zukari. Maybe we'll give them a second as soon as they are done over there. But there's Nala. Nala also patiently waiting. We have 4 feeding routes. We have a front, a center, a back, and an out back. So even though cats are like right across the street from each other, they might not be on the same feeding route. Miss Nala! See, I'm far enough away she doesn't feel like she needs to hiss at me. Nala's also an African serval, just like Zukari. That's Jasmine calling. Thank you again to the 4 people that donated, everybody who shared this feed, and everybody who helped me out in the questions. Jacqueline's asking if lions hiss. Yeah, pretty much every cat can hiss. The difference would be in the purring or roaring. So cougars and smaller can purr like a house cat, and then they can also hiss. But our leopards and bigger have more of a roar, sawing sound, all the way up to an actual roar. All right, everybody. Let's walk right back around the corner super quick. And just see. We'll see if we can at least get a glimpse of Frankie since I got all your hopes up. And tomorrow, I promise we're gonna spend time with Jinx. Was he? Extra cute, I hear. So go see Frankie. I'm gonna keep my distance because he is eating breakfast. I don't like to be a distraction to the cats when it's breakfast time, because then it just makes more work for people later in the day when they have to keep coming over and trying to feed them again. So this is Frankie having his breakfast. Frankie's also a bobcat. Hi, cute boy. All right, don't get distracted. Of course, there's like 5 squirrels running around in the tree behind him. That'll be a distraction enough. So yeah, we'll definitely see Jinx tomorrow. I promise. We'll make it happen. And yep, you guys can rewatch at dailybigcat.com or facebook.com/wildcatwalkabout as soon as this closes down. We saw lots of tigers in the beginning, and then we came up to say hello to the birthday cats. And I also gave updates about our rehabs. Lots of rehab activity yesterday, so. All right, thank you again, everybody, for answering questions for me. Welcome to any of the newcomers. You can always set your notifications, and hopefully Facebook will let you know when we go live. We pretty much go live for walkabouts throughout the week. Kind of randomly. I try to do it in the morning, but sometimes when we're doing other things like hospital things and rehab things and moving cats and all that fun stuff, it's throughout the day. So thank you guys. I'm sure I will see you all again soon. Have a great day, everybody.